But yeah, if any of you want to play Siege later, just let me know.
Mentioning Siege in the Razzmann's Wargame video. Bring on the dislikes.
Yeah, if you want me to never play Siege with bets again, just hit the dislike button.
Wow. I was the one carrying you earlier.
Oh, is that so, Bets?
No, it wasn't. What was said about yesterday when I got like 12 kills and you got like 3? And we still lost?
I mean,
for the record, for everyone watching this YouTube video right now, I would much rather have Razzmann on my Rainbow Six team than Bets.
Wow, Nick,
Whoa.
that hurts. That really does.
Okay, all jokes aside, we had a really good comeback match yesterday on Clubhouse. Was it yesterday or 2 days ago, Bets?
No, it was yesterday.
We were like 0-3 down, and then we managed to drag it into a 5-4 victory. It was really good. And at the same time, Bets was told to kill himself by our own teammates, which was nice.
Did he?
He did not kill himself, unfortunately. I'm probably gonna surrender like 10 minutes in or something.
We'll see.
Because I get fucked. We will see.
I think what's probably gonna happen is you're gonna buy like 2 B5s and. Like,
I'm not, and I am not. I did not intend to do that. Although I do have 2 B5s.
Yeah.
To be fair, Marines, all the good planes that Marines can get on Redfor, you can fit in. Like there's no other plane where you're like, oh, I would really like to fit it in. No.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure it's not available. If it's available, then I'm retarded. Because I don't have it in my tank.
You poor thing.
Thank you. At least someone cares. It hurts, you know. I'm so gonna get bullied by tanks, I think. Holy fuck.
Maybe. We will have to see, eh?
Don't you A me?
Don't? But why?
Because I think I'm good to go.
Are you now?
I am. How about you?
I think I'm okay. Yep.
Maybe I am not ready. Maybe I should buy AA.
No,
I think that's a good idea.
No. Against the American player that plays like a Russian?
What do you mean when you say that? Alright, let's go.
See all the hate I got in Faust's video? There were like 6 or 7 comments, all just being like, fuck Nick. I really should be quiet though. Okay, yes. Good luck.
You too, buddy.
Speed up, driver. We're in a hurry.
I would like to say what my units are saying, but I don't speak Chinese, unfortunately.
You don't speak Chinese. What? How do you talk with Faust?
I speak German.
Oh, okay. Amazing.
Isn't it?
I need that tail rudder checked.
Ooh, I can do that.
Ooh,
Can like stop with that helicopter?
No. Stop that.
Are you? I hate it. I hate you.
Something. I should buy AA.
Something. Shut the fuck up.
I'm sorry, Raz.
You're not.
I should buy AA or I'm gonna push you for it. You know how I play.
Unfortunately, I do. But I always think, nah, he can't be that
Not this
cancerous.
time. Not this time. He'll play honorably if I... Hey! 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 Hey!
Hey,
That was rude.
Hikore.
Oh, how did everything die over there? It's actually a little concerning. Oh, those are...
Got killed.
Quote of the century. How did they die? They got killed. Amazing, Raz. Thank you for that wonderful piece of information.
Always there to help you, buddy. Always there.
Oh. Mild concern. Rocket pods are brutal.
Are they?
Oh, rip. Whew. You actually have some pretty good infantry in your deck, to be fair.
And
on
they
this
come on
map, it's
high
actually-
veterancy.
Yeah, and on this map, it's actually
I mean,
pretty-
I think it only worked because I got this side, really. Where I can more or less force the forest grind. What do you mean?
Interesting map choice, Razzmann, considering you picked the map.
I picked them up if... I know you're meaning, but I picked them up before I knew what deck I was gonna play.
Uh-huh. Sure. Sure.
Got me there. You got me there, buddy.
Did you just... Hey. Hey. Rude. Rude.
What's rude?
What? Your XA-180 just weapon jammed a CS. Are you kidding me? That's actually ridiculous.
No, you.
No, you. See, the thing is, I actually don't get any good infantry for dealing with you.
Maybe we should get infantry to deal with my infantry rather than dealing with me. If you know what I mean. Oh, that's a Wolverine. And Dab.
Holy shit, can you please die? Like, what the fuck? I'm totally gonna lose this CV because you're gonna bomb it. You're kidding me. It actually... I don't even know what to say, Raz.
There you go, buddy. You got it. Also, I'm not gonna bomb the CV. And I actually never intended to.
Okay. Did you kill my DAP without me noticing?
You flew over my lead infantry, and the lead infantry just murdered it.
Okay.
Ouch. Oh, maybe it... Well, okay. I'm stupid.
Oh my god, more vaccines. Run, Pacom, run! Watch, you're gonna stun my CS again. Just watch.
I don't think so, buddy.
I really should take the CEV in my deck, shouldn't I? Actually.
TV would be.
At least in this.
I mean, it's still good,
Excellent.
yeah. But I think
really
I
don't have
two-shot it
anything
with
that
even my
helps.
other infantry.
Yeah, I don't have anything. I don't have cost-efficient infantry to deal with you, really. Especially not elites in this environment.
What you need here is stuff like M1 IPs.
I don't have them in the deck.
No. Hey, it's like the first MBT7 unit I've seen the entire fucking match.
Oh, too close. Up that seed. Turn it off.
Seed!
What? Are you okay?
You move too
Raz,
slowly. Input lag.
Serious,
Also, you're in the
dude?
forest.
It's so weird. It like literally, I literally.
No,
saw it
no,
move,
no.
and
You
then
turned it off way too late. And moved way too late. That's wheels, input lag, and forests. That's the problem. Even like you need to move a certain distance. Like just a tiny distance is not enough. I hate your CSS. I just realized. Oh no, never mind. At first, for a second, I thought that I had no DLC units in there, which would be wrong. Because I have finished units in there. Right, Yugoslavia just basically has no. Right, they don't have any marine forces, really.
Go ATGMs, go! God, those are really shitty ATGMs.
Oh no.
Okay, the one thing that I really like about this deck is the fire sport. Fire
Yeah,
is
that's, I mean,
absolutely
that's...
spectacular, I have to say.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, you poor thing. Did you just buy a CV infantry squad?
No.
Oh, that's a B5. That'll probably do a number on the CSs, actually. Actually, you kinda missed everything.
I killed at least one thing.
Killed a single CS. Congratulations. Want a medal?
Yes. I actually, yeah. Why not?
Okay.
Can you stop with the abuse?
Oh, you...
Killed your infantry CV?
Yep. I really need to shut my mouth, but...
What? I totally... That wouldn't have made a difference. I realized that on my own. Wow, you're a Cancer. Do you know that?
What is? What'd I do?
Oh, you didn't do it on purpose? Okay.
What? What happened?
Splitting your MBT-70s. Right when my anti-tank plane was flying towards them.
I literally didn't even spot them until like a moment before. A moment before it fired, I should say. Oh,
What?
I'm honestly considering buying an M1A2 just because of this front armor. But that's a bad idea because you have planes.
I have planes? Tell me more about planes. Like, actually, fuck your CSs.
Okay, maybe that's a little too far with your plane, Raz.
Yeah, I don't know what I did there.
Just a little bit too far.
Did you just buy a Thunderbolt?
Well, that's not where I want you to go. You... For fuck's sake.
I think it was a crit onto the front or rear armor?
Yes, it was. And it forced an evac because it's a turbine failure. But I
Get
didn't
shit on.
get to use it. I know. Oh my god, this is so awkward.
For you and me both, buddy. But at least I'm taking, so it's less awkward for me.
Yep. I need like... It's just I have absolutely nothing that can compete with you in any infantry, like, range engagement.
Yeah,
like
well, I mean,
forest towns.
that's what your fire support is supposed to be for.
Yeah.
Rip SC-24.
Yep. Not 2B5s.
No.
Okay.
It did what I hoped it did.
Yep.
Ouch.
Yeah. Killed 2 squads outright and crippled the other 2. I really needed that Patriot not to die. Oh, come on. 90%. Are you kidding? No, don't. No, 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 no. Okay. Thank you.
You're a top player, why do you need a Thunderbolt?
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, it really is.
I was talking about you killing the leopard. How much AP do you have on those tanks?
16.
16? Okay.
I killed your leopard or your maxes?
You did.
I mean, I did hit it with a Conquer Sim up front before.
You killed it, which is why I didn't kill any of your things with the
A10.
the Thunderbolt.
Well, I mean, I did hit you with a Conquer Sim up front beforehand.
This is true.
Longbow!
Land. Please land. You're gonna B5 my longbow, William.
No, I retargeted too late. But I made you think I'd. Oh, okay, I actually did want to do it, but.
I mean, it needed to move anyways, so. Either they on the hit. Oh, we. Okay, fine, whatever. Whatever. This is such a pain. The B5s are really quite irritating without a Patriot deal with them.
Wow, I didn't kill them. I guess 3 front armor does it too.
Yep. I'm still legitimately quite irritated about the fact that the Patriot died, because the moment that the seed aircraft came into range, because I was watching your ATGM aircraft as it came in, I saw it pop up next to it, immediately pressed hold fire and moved it, and it still wasn't enough.
You have to move it, then press hold fire. The movement is more important, but you have to move a certain distance. That's the key. Which is why it can often be too late once.
I literally saw the missile impact.
Yeah, that's too late. The movement penalty for wheels and forest is massive. Tracks. Holy shit.
I guess I need to switch it up to bringing 2 Patriots, because one up, but it doesn't. I mean, in this scenario, I needed it.
Last time it wasn't better than the last match, was it? Oh, that's a nice crit.
Every time, dude. Every time. Every time.
I mean, to be fair, the OSA was elite, and I believe veterancy increases the chance to get crits. If that makes you feel less unlucky. But yeah.
Okay, GG.
GG. Hey, see it that way. At least you didn't lose to Anzac support like Balance did. So you have that. And I mean, it was basically probably the perfect map inside for me.
Yep.
Wish I got better tanks though. I don't think I can get it.
You don't need them for forest engagements though.
Yeah, but I think I need to drink something. Holy fuck. Alright, hopefully that's better now. I think you also brought out the MPT-70s too late, because they were actually really annoying for me. Because they actually dealt quite a bit of damage to my tanks as well.
Yeah.
Because I have like 9 front armor or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just I couldn't keep them alive after you my Patriot, because I couldn't keep you out of the skies. Because that was the only radar.
I mean, I killed like
had,
what,
and I
2
think- I
tanks
think
with
I
my
did.
gem planes with the single one that I bought.
Yes, and then you consistently bombed, which prevented me from making any actual progress against you.
Should have bought. I guess, like in hindsight, an ASF would have probably been a better investment than the Patriot.
Perhaps.
But
the issue with buying an
hindsight is
ASF when you already
20/20.
have an ASF up, though, is the fact that it could well turn into a trade.
I get the fucking Finnish Recon tank. Okay.
The Pave.
And now the Pion. Psv. I don't know why I didn't have it before, because I have other Finnish units in there, but I don't know why I didn't have that one. So that changes everything. This deck just got catapulted from meme tier into playable.
You know, Raz, if you don't take it as one of your decks in the tournament, I'm going to be disappointed in you.
I mean,
maybe I should play NORAD Moto.
you know what? I'm gonna practice with it.
Like a Moto
I think I'm gonna practice with the deck, and maybe I might bring it. But the problem is just that from the feedback that I got, people prefer to get one deck banned, and you practically have to win with each deck at least once. Which means that unless this deck gets banned, I have to win with this deck. And oh no, I can't bring the. No, can I? No, I can't bring this deck because the Finnish Recon tank is soft banned, which means that in a mixed deck it's hard banned. So no, I'm not gonna bring this deck.
Raz, take a look at the NORAD deck I was using. Give me feedback on it.
Oh, well, you have a different playstyle, so
This is
I'll gladly give you feedback, but
the basic idea was to use the MBT-70 Ontos CS.
I still don't think the Ontos is very great, but take out the fucking LVAT, dude. It's not. And the Seahawk. Like, what the fuck is?
Actually, I had some good use of the Seahawk there.
Yeah, you sideshot my 1/1.
I traded out for the S3 or 1P1.
Down with the MPT-70, you don't need the vet.
You certain?
Yes, 100% certain.
12.
Oh, okay. Against certain decks, you will, trust me.
Okay.
What I tried before.
Points. So I can take a 5th card of infantry. You think maybe a Bradley?
What I tried before, and I don't think it's really a terrible idea. Instead of the M1A2, get the HA Abrams. Because you have like so many anti-tank tools. Unless you bring a 4th card of tanks.
One? Yeah.
But you could also bring, instead of the MPT-70, although personally I like to bring both, more or less, bring the M1 Abrams. It can tank a lot better, and it does more against tanks and vehicles in forests, and one-shots IFVs in forests.
The 65-point M1 Abrams versus the MT-70.
I think Putin really likes it a lot as well. Or take the M1 IP, but that overlaps with the Maxes, and I think the Maxes is just nice.
Yeah. I think if I'm playing NORAD, I kind of have to take the Maxes.
Also, no Highlanders 90.
I mean,
is it? Why is one of your Canadian airbornes up at it?
Because I was originally going to take 16, both up at it, but it was a little bit short on infantry.
I also don't like the Recon Cobra personally. It's just too expensive in my taste.
No.
I
think
it can be useful.
I wanted a source of HE output, and the Cobra.
That's why I'd switch to Seahawk with the other Cobra. With a 60-point Cobra.
But you don't get anywhere near the same AT performance, though, and that's really what I have.
Yeah, well, not to substitute it for the AT, to substitute for the Recon Cobra, and just I don't think you need the Seahawk. You have to consider. First of all, in the first game, the Seahawk, second game, the Seahawk did nothing. The one I saw, or the one you bought.
That's not true.
I guess you wanted the opener, but it didn't really affect the outcome of the match. The second just
because you dived it.
The second one the second one got one shot by. You have to see it has 6 HP. It gets one shot by HQ7s. It gets one shot by Ito 90s. It gets one shot by the Brachka, by the Sava.
Fair.
Keep in mind, I played a meme deck and Scandinavia, not exactly the best decks. And I think in general you want to make the deck rather be good against other good decks, right?
Fucking Razzmann, so there's that.
I don't know. I think somehow I got some of Greyhound's luck. I feel, at least when I play against you.
You did have a few lucky moments there. Critting the A10. Your automatics.
You can list it on later. Let's focus on your deck. Definitely.
Yeah.
Maybe instead of the LVAT, but take out the LVAT, put in the 60-point Bradley instead of the M3A2 Bradley. Then on top of that.
In the recon tab.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You have so many heavy tank removals or heavy AT units on top of your super heavy. I feel like you're a bit too heavy on some of that. I think.
I mean, but I lack solid infantry AT. Canadian Airborne only packs 20.
That's either take Rifleman 90, a card of them, in the 5-pointer.
Rifleman 90 aren't going to help with the AT stuff for us. I don't think.
Well, I found them always okay. Because generally you also have like a tank or something around where you can make, if you have to kill a tank, you make the tank to shoot at your infantry, then you power your tank, or put in Highlanders 90.
Yeah. Alright.
I'd probably switch out one card of Canadian Airborne for Highlanders 90. I'm not a huge fan of Canadian Airborne personally. 90. Like, they're okay, but I don't think 2 cards is worth it. For 35 points you get an okay squad, but it's not really outstanding, which is why I don't think it's worth taking 2 cards off. Not in a 1 versus 1 deck. If you're building a special deck for like where you also want to have like good units for specifically for town fighting, that's a different thing, but not for a 1 versus 1 deck in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, town fighting is something I'll have to do.
I'd also consider taking a Chaparral if you can somehow. You have no anti-helo plane or anti-helo AA. So a longbow or another helicopter can, or helicopters in general can fuck you up.
I was finding the
you have sort of CS for that, right?
Was doing it actually knocked out 2 of your planes in when you were playing Scandi.
Yeah, it pairs really well with the Patriot. Like having CS basically at their front nearly guarantees them to get the shot on the planes. I don't know, 55 or 70.
I think I'll run the 70 because I want to keep the Patriot upvetted, I think. Do you think that's a mistake?
No, I personally upvetted it as well. I feel like if you lose your Patriot in a 1 versus 1, then buying a second one probably won't bring you back into the game. And when you make a 120-point investment in a 1 versus 1, you generally want it to be instantly impactful. And it being you just have to be very, very, like, I think considering that it's relatively far back, you don't really need to put it into a forest as well.
Yeah.
Which makes dodging seat easier.
That's very fair. Maybe I should. I think that's good advice, actually. Because I was very, very frustrated.
What do you mean with actually? Do you think I don't give you good advice?
No, but it was very, very frustrating losing the Patriot when I literally reacted immediately. Like, I was literally watching for the seed, and the moment I saw the seed, I turned off the Patriot and moved it immediately. Like, it's not like
I think what also might have happened. What might have happened on top of that? Maybe it tried to turn around before moving first.
That could well be. I've seen that happen a few times. Okay. Well, after removing the Lavat and swapping down to the slightly cheaper Bradley, I still have 3 activation points to play around with. I want to keep the Seahawk. I think I want to keep the Recon Cobra, just because I like them for the opener, honestly. I like having the mobile AT. And...
Yeah, like, I don't want to, like, force you to build a deck as if it was mine, you know? So,
I just like having it because it allows me to spot what my opponent is doing and then punish him anywhere they're not detected by AA. Like on your right flank. Like I took a look at what you were doing with your opening, and then I was able to nail your relatively unprotected stuff on your left, and then was able to get into the town there. I just wasn't able to hold it because you dived my helos with an ASF while I was distracted microing in middle, and I didn't counter it with anything, which is poor play on my part. But I think, I don't know, I like having it.
I still think you need, I don't know, the tank type is just awkward. The 80 point,
yeah.
Empathy 70 is just so niche. The Maxus is just sometimes it's not very good at supporting infantry. Sometimes I think like 10 RPM is nice now, but the 2 MGs on the Abrams is nice, and it kind of in close range also deals with vehicles.
I'm wondering if maybe I should go M1A2, M1IP, M8 AGS.
I don't think the M8 AGS is gonna solve any of your problems. It's way too niche of a unit as well. I think you should stick to the MBT 70.
Okay.
You just have to be very mindful of tanks being in the area. You can't just spam base riflemen and MBT 70, because what happens then is just the tanks ignore the riflemen, drive through them, and shoot at your MBT 70.
That's very true.
So what you could also do is just keep the tank type as it is. I'd still down with the MBT 70. You don't really need the accuracy.
Okay, I did that already.
Maybe what you do is you replace one card of Canadian Airborne 90s with Highlander 90s, and take in a card of Rifleman 90s and a 5-pointer. Because then you can actually deal with tanks in forests, unless it's super heavy. But if you know that there's super heavy, you generally have your own tank or more anti-tank units in the area anyways. 19 AP, 20 RPM, and you have like 2 or 3 squads in forests, basically deal with most tanks, unless there's like a shit out of stuff. I don't think the CV is really gonna... The CV is nice now, but the off-road speed can be really annoying.
Yeah. I just couldn't grind against the mixture of elite infantry and Louis,
I think.
Are you still recording?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no racist Chinese words from you now, huh, buddy?
I mean, I don't speak Chinese, so... Sorry, I don't speak Mandarin.
Like Chinese. Yeah. I think Razzmann 90 and Highlanders 90 are more or less mandatory. At least one of them.
Fair enough.
I mean, just experiment around and see what fits you. Maybe even just try using the base M1 Abrams instead of the MPT 70. Then you don't have to. Then you don't really have to worry about like massively microing it against other tanks, or you know.
Yeah.
And because you still have your fire support from 1000 CSs if you need it.
Yeah. I think that does make sense. I can sponge a little bit better, because I was trying to get some mileage out of the CSs and Ontoses, but they were kind of melting. They're very fragile.
Yeah.
I put the Zippo in. Perfect. Who needs to grind forest when you set them on fire?
If you have the Zippo, you don't need a mod anymore. Instead of smoking your tank, you just put napalm on your tank.
I can napalm my tanks. Perfect.